Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to today's Daily Videodevo. Renee here, and I want to give you kind of a preview of one of the missionaries we are going to feature this weekend during World Outreach Week. About a week and a half ago, we flew down to Easter Island to meet with Bob and Nancy Weber, who are two UCSC linguists that TLC partners with as they finish up their translation of the New Testament into the Rapa Nui language on Easter Island. Now, this weekend in church, we're going to show you kind of a mini documentary that we filmed of their incredible work on Easter Island. But I want to tell you today about something I observed on that island. You might know Easter Island is famous for those gigantic statues, idols that were put up as the Rapa Nui people in ancient times would worship their ancestors. Now, here's where it is a lesson for all of us today on so many levels. The Rapa Nui people on Easter Island were almost literally destroyed by that religion, because in order to put up these statues and to move them to the seashore, they had to roll them on coconut palms, and the coconut palms were the things that gave them nutrition, gave them building materials, and yet they used up all of these coconut palms just to move these statues around the island. It got to the point where the island couldn't sustain the Rapa Nui population anymore, and so quite literally, because of the demands of their idols, the Rapa Nui culture was almost destroyed. Now we're going to be showing you how it was in fact saved by missionaries who preserved the culture this weekend, so don't miss that. But what a lesson for all of us today. I mean, it's a lesson on so many levels. It's a lesson on the ecological level, not to destroy our environment, but it's also a lesson on the spiritual level. You know, all throughout the Bible, there are commands against making idols. It's very early on in the Bible in the Ten Commandments, and then all the way almost at the very end of the Bible, in the book of 1 John, chapter 5, verse 21, John says, "Dear friends, keep yourselves from idols." In the New Living Translation, it says, "Dear children, keep yourselves from anything that might take the place of God in your hearts." Why? Why does the Bible tell us to stay away from idols? Well, unlike the Rapa Nui culture, we might not have graven idols of stone, but you know, we have idols of workaholism. We make idols out of people's approval of us. We make idols out of our own pleasure. We want to get high all the time. Whatever your idol is, it's going to be just like those idols on Easter Island. It will never say enough. It will take and take and take and take. It will demand from you the very thing that keeps you alive until it destroys you. Whether it's workaholism or whether it's pleasure or anything else, it will drain you of life-giving relationships. It will drain you of your time. It will drain you of your money, just like the idols of the Rapa Nui denuded all the coconut palms on the island. So again, I just want to reiterate that command from the Bible: keep yourself from idols. Instead, make sure God has His rightful place in your heart. Keep that in mind, and I hope we see you this weekend for World Outreach Week. You're going to see more from Easter Island and Guatemala and the Navajo Nation this weekend.